Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the second generation Zune Home AV Pack. So without further ado, let's get to it. Released to go with the second generation of Zunes, the Home AV Pack allowed a Microsoft Zune MP3 player to output to a TV, charge, and sync all through the AV dock. Needless to say, Microsoft didn't sell a whole lot of these, and that means old stock can still be bought brand new from Amazon for the low sale price of about $8. One thing I'll knock on Zune for, it took them way longer to figure out how to package accessories than Apple did. There's gotta be an easier way to open this, but I couldn't find one. Once inside, we've got some paperwork, the remote that surprisingly shipped with a battery pre-installed, the dock itself, the adapter plates for different Zune models, the AC charger, and the 3.5mm to composite RCA cable. Peeling off the protective plastic here, we can get a look at the dock itself. It feels very solid and well built and has a nice patterned rubber pad on the bottom to keep it from sliding around. The quality really does feel top-notch here. How does it compare to the first generation Zune dock though? Compared to the earlier model, it's a tad heavier, has a built-in USB cable instead of a removable one. It supports the Zune 4, 8, 30, and 80, compared to just the 30 of the earlier one. And last, but certainly not least, it hides a full complement of component video outputs under a plastic cover on the back. Aside from that, it's just as well built and durable feeling as the first one was. Now, depending on what Zune model you have, you might need to change the dock plate, but this is a piece of cake. The newer model doesn't have a spot to hold your remote, but I almost never use the holder on the old one, so it doesn't bother me too much. Comparing the remotes here, the newer one feels, in a word, cheap. The lack of what Microsoft called double-shot plastic means the new model's plastic is a good bit thinner, and it kind of feels flimsy. Not only that, but it lacks a lot of the dedicated buttons that the earlier remote had. The battery cover also doesn't open as far, making changing the battery an absolute pain. The AC adapters are the same story. Thinner plastic, lighter weight, and in this case a tad smaller, which is actually kind of nice. It also has a folding plug. And again, the story continues with the video cable. The old one had a neat, kind of custom designed RCA barrel that flowed nicely into the back of the plug. The new ones are just run-of-the-mill RCA plugs. Further down, where the cable splits, has also been cheapened quite a bit here. Where the old one was entirely smooth and almost seamless, the new one has a seam that runs all the way around the edge, and it still has 4 holes from the molding process on the bottom. Once you connect it to your TV though, it's basically just like using a big screen Zune. All the content on your Zune becomes available on the big screen, and for the most part, the interface is about the same. And that's really all there is to it. The dock is super high quality, but the cables and remotes seem to have been cheapened a bit. I'd say it's definitely worth the upgrade if you have a Zune 80 that can output via component, but if you've got a Zune 30 that can only output to composite, there's really no need to bother upgrading. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out and consider subscribing if you'd like to see what I make next. I'll see you guys next time.